Bye.
Yo guys, what's up? GWB Gamer here, and today I'm going to be bringing you guys something a little bit different. We're not doing a review or a Merc Music extended booty dance, which you might think I'm crazy, but I'm not. If you check out one of my previous videos, you'll see what I'm on about. Anyway, quickly into the gameplay. The gameplay correlates with the discussion that we're having, and it's just me using the MP11 Savior variant that I've got recently, and I love it. I think it's a very good variant. It's, well, I might as well tell you the stats. It's -1 accuracy, +1 fire rate, and it comes with a free laser sight. Okay, into the discussion. The discussion today, thing we're going to be talking about is, are submachine guns in this game useless? A lot of people say that the submachine guns in this game are redundant, and that it is an assault rifle based game, which I agree. I don't agree that the submachine guns are completely redundant, as you're seeing in these clips. I didn't do, well, clip, I guess. There's no editing in this, I just put it to portray my point. I didn't do too well, but I didn't do too bad either. Anyway, tell you what, I'm going to list off the assault rifles in this game, and then I'll list off the submachine guns. For assault rifles, I won't be adding in DLC weapons because not too many people use them in online matches because not a lot of them are any good. Okay, assault rifles. For the assault rifles, you've got the Bal 27, which is the most overused gun in the game, probably. Mind you, it's on par with the ASM1. AK-12, which is one of my personal favourites. AXR, which is quite a good gun. HBRA3, I got the Insanity variant, which is a good gun. IMR, it's a decent gun. I got the Thunder Tusk version of it. It's not too bad. And the MK14, I've got the Eagle Eye variant of it. And I've got to say that the MK14 is pretty useless in core matches. Hardcore, it's a good gun, but core, it's not. I'll list off the submachine guns here. Got the KF5, MP11. You got the ASM1, which is the exception to the rule. The ASM1 itself is one of the most overused guns as well, because it is very OP, and you get a lot of people running around with speakeasies, riggers, magnitudes. And because the magnitude is a very good gun, because the submachine guns aren't supposed to have very good range, and the magnitude has +2 range, the magnitude is very easy to get as well. 300 kills with the ASM1, and you've got it. It's an OP gun, and it's easy to obtain. Sorry, I'm going a bit off track here. So you've got the KF5, MP11, ASM1, SN6, not a bad gun, SAC3, not a very good gun. Then you've got the AMR9, which is a terrible gun. I don't think many people will dispute that the AMR9 is a terrible gun. Most people will agree. Now I'm going to say one of the reasons, I'm going to go into one of the reasons I think that the submachine guns on this game aren't as good as the assault rifles. Well, I think they are as good, but there's a few reasons why they fall behind. Reason number one is maps. I think on this game, most of the maps are medium range. You go into medium range, where assault rifles on this game, like the Bal 27, will dominate. For example, here, the map we're playing on now, Terrace, I think. I've completely forgotten its name, Terrace. It's quite open spaced. Going into this game, I didn't expect to do very well with the MP11. Turns out I did not too bad. But most of the places are medium range. Like when you start off the map with the first hard point. Here I'm picking up the Bal 27, not my favourite thing, but it just proves my point that loads of people use it. Yeah, I was talking about the maps. Some of the exceptions for the small maps are just off the top of my head. You've got Detroit, which is a reasonably small map. Mind you, some of the lanes in that map are long, medium ranged, which is a problem. And you've also got, I was about to say Nuketown then. God. We've also got one or two others, but most of them are long range maps. And let's concentrate on one single assault rifle, which is the BAL 27, which is the most OP gun in the game. Probably. Well, no, it is. Assault rifles are supposed to be reasonably high damage, reasonably accurate, good in range, and not so much in fire rate. In fire rate, decent. They're supposed to be around, I don't know, average guns that you can use everywhere. And submachine guns are dedicated for combat up close. You're supposed to use them. Supposed to get up close and personal with them. One of the reasons the BAL 27 is so OP is because it is incredibly accurate. When I say that, I mean it's very accurate. It's got reasonably high damage at 9, which I know that doesn't sound like a lot of damage, but for example, the KF5 does 7, the MP11 does 7, the ASM1 does 11, which is quite good. And another reason that the BAL 27 is very OP is fire rate. Assault rifles shouldn't fire that fast, but the BAL 27 has got a fire rate of 14 in game, and that is faster than the KF5, faster than the MP11, faster than the ASM1. I think that it is not faster than the SAC-3s, but the second fastest firing gun in the whole game, which for an assault rifle makes it very OP. Actually, no, correct me. Oh, well, don't correct me, I'll correct myself. It's on par with the XMGs. XMGs, did I say that right? I forget. Yeah, XMGs. By the way, I've got the bread and butter, and I'll be doing a review of that soon. Yeah. Let's have a look at the exception of the rule, which is the ASM1, obviously one of the best guns in the game. And I'm going to say why I think that this is an incredibly good gun and pretty much everyone uses it. I'll tell you now. Is when you look at the stats, they're not overly impressive, as in we're not going to put in mobility and handling, but you've got 6 range, so the KF5 outclasses it. The MP11 has 6 range itself. Fire rate is not overly impressive with 11. Accuracy isn't very impressive either with 6. But I think where it excels is damage. It's got 11 damage, which is more than the KF5, more than the MP11, more than the BAL, more than the AK, more than the ARX, more than the HBR, and more than most of the guns in the game. So that is the reason I think it is, and because it's a submachine gun and it's fast firing as well, 11 fire rate, which is quite fast firing, and especially you can put fire rate on top of that, which brings it up to 13 fire rate. That thing has got very good damage. It's got reasonably good range if you use the magnitude variant, which I talked about a minute ago, or just put advanced rifling on it. So fire rate, damage, and range, and reasonably good accuracy is all a mix for, as you know, for a submachine gun. It's a mix that won't be frowned upon, it won't be looked upon that greatly by some people, and it won't be frowned upon by others. Yeah, I've covered most things, most of the reasons why I think the assault rifles are better. As I said, the maps, and mainly the only guns that are really used in this game are the BAL 27 and the ASM1. I looked at the range, the damage, and blah blah blah. So that'll be all from me today. I'll see you guys later, and I'm out. Thanks. Like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. See ya.